Do I protect my children's inheritance if my spouse remarries after I pass away?
I get asked this a lot. So there are different options that you have depending on how you own your assets, because if you and your spouse have joint assets, so property held as joint tenants or joint bank accounts or just jointly held investments, all of those are assets that will automatically go to your spouse outside of the will, and they will just receive benefit of it, and they can update their will later on and they can change what they're planning on doing. So perhaps just not benefit the kids and benefit the new spouse. If you're happy to change the way that your assets are structured, if your financial planner thinks that that's a good idea, then that's definitely a way that you can contain what happens, and you can still give your spouse benefit of those assets during your lifetime, but the ultimate beneficiary can be made to be your children. Having a testamentary trust will in that instance is quite helpful, because you can give income and benefit to your spouse while the ultimate beneficiary will be your children, and that obviously bypasses any subsequent spouse. Or there are things like mutual will deeds, or even just having your property, if it is as tenants in common and not joint tenants, you can have things like giving right of occupancy so that your spouse can continue to use, benefit, etc. But ultimately, your kids receive your share in that property.